good afternoon. My English is not so well, and I will talk on Serbian language. But I need to congratulate Mrs. Helga and her husband 30th anniversary. And I send all best wishes from my father, Professor Milan Bačević, who was a Prime Minister of Spatial Planning when this idea, the Danube-Morava-Aegean Agency, Waterway, and Silk Road economy belt, and he gave new life of this project after 100 years. Our project has two parts. First part is historical, and the second part is about multifunctional and technical characteristic of this canal. Ideja o povezivanju Dunava sa Egejskim morem, plovnim putem koji ide dolinama Morave i Vardara ili Tijaksiosa, bazirana je na geografsko-topografskim karakteristikama i pogodnostima terena, kao i na strateškom povezivanju severne, centralne i zapadne Evrope sa Sredozemnim morem. Prirodna lokacija rečnih tokova Morave i Vardara ili Aksigosa pruža mogućnost u kratkom delu dobrog povezivanja sa Južnom Moravom i rekom Pčinjom i tako daje izvanredne mogućnosti za realizaciju ovog projekta i povezivanjem Dunava sa Egejskim morom, odnosno lukom Solun. Ideja je jako stara i prvi pisani izvori potiču iz 1841. godine, kada je u serbskim novinama, ili ti srpskim novinama, objavljeno da su 4 poštanske lađe stigle do Ćuprije. Tada se i došlo na ideju o mogućnostima ispitivanja Morave kao plovnog kanala. Nakon nekoliko godina formirano je Francusko-srpsko parobrodsko društvo za plovidbu na Dunavu, Savi i Moravi. U periodu između 1844. i 1864. godine formirano je Francusko-srpsko društvo za plovidbu, koje je napravilo saradnju sa glavnim francuskim društvom za plovidbu, koje je i formirano ukozom Napoleona 14. septembra 1850. godine, a imalo je za cilj ostvarivanje i mogućnosti razvoja plovidbe Dunavom, Savom i Moravom. U julu 1859. godine jedna francuska kompanija obratila se knezu Milošu Obrenoviću sa molbom da daje isključivu dozvolu za korišćenje Morave za plovidbu u periodu od 30 godina. Iako u tom trenutku su za tu molbu uputili pismo i Rusi, Milan Obrenović se ipak odlučio da to prepusti Francuskoj. Ta kompanija bila je zainteresovana ne samo za plovidbu i regulaciju toka Moravom, nego i za plovidbu i regulaciju toka, za plovidbu i rekama Dunavom i Savom, zatim za eksploataciju u rudnicima Dobre i Majdanpeku i za prevazilaženje za razvoj projekta železnice radi prevazilaženja teškoća za plovidbu u Đerdapu. Međutim, ipak ekonomski interes je bio, da kažem, mnogo pre nego što je bila regulacija toka Morave, tako da se u početku eksploatisala ruda i vršena je prodaja francuske soli u Srbiji, a regulacija toka Morave je izostala, tako da je nakon samo 4 godine, 1864. godine, taj ugovor i raskinut. 1867. godine pokrenuta je ozbiljnija inicijativa za ispitivanje mogućnosti plovidbe na reci Moravi i za neka detaljnija merenja. nakon 2 godine, 1869. godine, državna ekspedicija na čelu sa Antom Aleksićem, inače inženjerskim oficirom, izvršila je ozbiljna prva ispitivanja i merenja i dala neke mogućnosti za plovidbu, naročito od ušća Morave u Dunav sve do Ćuprije. 10 godina kasnije, 1879. godine, glasnik Srpskog učenog društva izdao je knjigu Ante Aleksića pod nazivom Morava, njeno sadašnje stanje i mogućnosti plovidbe, u kojoj su iznete tehničke mogućnosti i ekonomska opravdanost ulaska u ovaj projekat. 1904. godine pokrenut je predlog za ulazak i finansiranje, za ulazak u ovaj projekat, za pokretanje plovidbe na Moravi i tražena su finansijska sredstva u to vreme iz Engleske ili Nemačke. Zatim, 1907. godine u New Jersey u Americi formirana je američka inženjerska kompanija koja je prethodne studije, merenja i ispitivanja mogućnosti plovidbe na Moravi uradila u saradnji sa profesorom tadašnjeg Tehničkog univerziteta Nikole Stamenkovića, inače univerziteta u Beogradu. U to vreme plovni put od Dunava do Egejskog mora nazvan je linijom evropske ekonomske gravitacije u odnosu na Suez. A sada gospodin Dragan Duncic, direktor Republičke agencije za prostorno planiranje. Hvala.
Good morning, dear friend. Let's go to talking about recent activities, 2013 and 2014. And the beginning of 2013, Professor Milan Bačević was the Ministry of the Natural Resources and Space Planning in the government of the Serbia, raised again the usage on the integral Morava River regulation and construction of the navigable waterway from the Danube River to the agency by signing the protocol of understanding for the preparation of the viability study for construction Waterway Canal Morava with the company China Gejoba Group Corporation. After data collection, research and numerous analyses in October 2013, China Gejoba Group Corporation submitted the comprehensive planning report Morava Valley with recommendation for construction of waterway and preliminary evaluation and needed investment, proposing to the government of the Republic of Serbia to consider project and define next step. According to this comprehensive planning report Morava Valley, as well as opinion of a relevant Serbian expert, the project should include the first one, flood protection, the second one, construction of irrigation system for surrounding high-quality agricultural land, improvement of water supply system for surrounding cities and industry, the fourth, exploitation of the hydro-energetic potential and navigation, the fifth, tourism by developing nautical tourism, fishing and other related activities, the sixth, the prevention of negative democratic processes in South and Central Serbia, and the seventh is environmental protection. About some information about the technical characteristic of the canal and possibilities. The basic parameters of the waterway Morava-Vardar Axios are: total length is 650 kilometers. Waterway length in the Morava section is 350 kilometers. About waterway length in the Vardar section in Macedonia is 275, and length of the watershed is 30 kilometers. Total length in regulate river flow of Morava and Vardar Axios Pčinja River is 484 kilometers, and total length of lateral canals waterway is 166 kilometers. Length of the canal branch along West Morava River to the city Kraljevo is 63 kilometers. Length of the canal branch along Nishava River to the city of Nice is 15 kilometers, and length of the canal branch along Vardar River to the city of Skopje, capital town of Macedonia, is a 35 characteristic. Technical characteristic was built for the waterway and shipping barges through the Aegean contract. And this is the rule about the waterway transport in Europe. And I want to say the two different things. The project decided to be a waterway for the class 4. You can see in the first, for the left side, and the mention of the canal with the class 4. But this contract suggests to be 5B for the new waterway around Europe. About the technical characteristic and the ships and the barge, we were talking a little bit with a small movie at the end of this presentation. Also, in the small movie, 3.5 minutes, will be all these characteristics about the channel. Okay, let's go now to talking about the multifunctional dimension of this project and many things what is included in this large program. The first of thing is the hydropower production. Current situation and problems in Serbia. The installed capacity of the hydropower station in Serbia is account for 30% of the total installed capacity. There are 25 hydropower stations in the Morava Valley with installed capacity of 1,500 megawatt. The theoretical standing stock of water power resource in the mainstream of the Morava River is a 350 megawatt in this moment. Proposal, solution, and project. 5 hydropower plants on Great Morava River. The planned installed capacity of the South Morava Valley is 190 megawatt, and average annual energy output is 476 gigawatt hour. The planned installed capacity in the West Morava Valley is 60 megawatt, and average annual energy output 237 gigawatt hour. Is approximately between the 23 and the 27th new power station in this valley, in these 3 rivers, West, Great, and South Morava. Also, the project given to effect and benefit in this possibility, and after the completion and planning cascade, the installed capacity will be increased by 360 megawatt, and the generating capacity will be increased by 1,428 gigawatt hour. The annual power generation benefit amounts can be to 805.7 million euros per year, increasing the participation of renewable energies and energy production and decreasing important electric energy depends. About the flood protection, I just remember all of us that the Serbia has problems during this year in the May, and some rivers like Morava, West Morava, South Morava, Kolubara rivers, and the other rivers was flooded in Serbia in 1,000 hectares square. Then destroyed a lot of villages, cities, industrial area, and the total damage, you can see some pictures of this situation in the May 2014. The total damage in this moment is 1 billion euro. This project given to us the proposal and solution how to keep this situation better for us. And I want to say just one of this point, that the length of the accomplished embankment project will be 212 kilometers. And the new embankment will be protected, the land, agriculture, villages, city, etc., etc. Effect and the benefit about the flood protection is improving the flood control systems, agricultural land protection and increases of agricultural production, protection of settlement infrastructure and other facilities, and naturalization of negative economic effect as a consequence as flooding. The next one benefit on this project is water supply in the Morava Valley. Total water consumption of the city reaches in 232 million cubic meters, of which domestic water takes up 50%, with the amount 109 million cubic meters, while annual industrial water take up 16% with amount of 31 million cubic meters. There are 23 reservations in the Morava Valley, mainly located on its tributary. The water quality is main low, the distribution system is worn out, level of connection of household to the central water supply system is low, water source protection is indicated, the enemy of water supplies. The project given us to propose a solution in the project. We can see how many millions it will be planned in the Great Morava Valley, 2020 and 2030. Effect and benefit. Improvement of water supply for population and industry in terms of quality and quantity of the water, increases use of organized water supply system, increases the quality of life, is solving numerous problems and shortcomings in the system of water supplies and settlements. The next one is irrigation. Current situation and problems. There is 1 billion hectares of cultivated land in the Morava Valley, of which land that are suitable of irrigation occupies 0.2 million hectares, which irrigated are occupies only 4,005 hectares, taking up only 0.3%. The water efficiency of irrigation in the Morava Valley is 0.5. Proposal and solution of the project. 3 reservoirs serving as irrigation water source are planned to be constructed in the South Morava Valley, in the place Dobrotin, the West Morava Valley Maškare, and the Great Morava Valley Bagredan. It's the plan to construction of supporting canal system, which will be guarantee the impermeability of the canal system so as to improve the water efficiency. Development of the modern water-saving irrigation regions and popularizing modern irrigation technologies like dripping irrigation and sprinkling irrigation. Effect and benefit. It's predict that the cultivated land in the Morava Valley will reach 1 billion hectares by the planning level year of 2020 and 1.6 million hectares by the planning level year 2030. The irrigated area in this river valley, which read 8,005 hectares by the planning level year 2020 and 40,005 hectares by the planning level year 2030. It's the plan that the water efficiency of irrigation will reach 0.6 2020 to 0.7 in 2030. One of the also dimension of this big project is water protection about the industrials and cities and villages. Let's go to talking about the proposal solution on the project. The sewage needs to be collected into urban sewage treatment plants for centralized treatment, and the drainage water up the standard after treatment shall be drained into the not drinking water source functional area. Build system for urban waste water treatment, savage the regeneration technology process into the treat influence in the secondary sewage treatment plant, and successfully contest coagulation, sedimentation, filtering, etc., etc., and desertification. Put the sewage regeneration application matching facility into the trail running before 2020, perfect and adjust the equipment during 2030 to make it mature. expand the forest area, development of ecological agriculture, and develop a network of water quality monitoring system. Effect and benefit about the part of the water protection of this project is preservation of water quality, preservation of drinking water source, improving the environmental situation, reducing pollution of agricultural and other land, and increases forest coverage. And for the last important of these projects, system of valley of the Great West and South Morava rivers represent the backbone of the spatial structure of the central Serbia. Geostrategic potential that are crucial for the development of Serbia, for its development activities, to concentration of population, development of urban agglomeration, agriculture, which strong economic axes are concentrated in this area. Morava River Basin covers 42% of Serbia land, where approximately 3 million people live, and its water potential at confluence is 45% out of the total water resource in Serbia. The project of regulation the Morava River Basin in Serbia and the construction on the Waterway Danube-Aegean are compatible with the two main tendencies of modern society, connecting countries and natural and the water resource conservation. According to the data from the Central European Development Forum, by 2025, 2/3 of humanity will feel a serious lack of water. So, the multifunctional and integrated approach to water resource management is a duty of every responsible society. By the construction on the Rhine-Main Danube Canal, the Danube became the backbone of the single waterway that connects the North and the Black Sea, that is the port of the Rotterdam and Constanza. This created a new trade route between the countries of the North, Central and Western Europe, and a direct connection to the Black Sea, which also means the connection with the Suez Canal and Middle and Far East region. The geostrategic position of the Pannonia Plan and the Sava-Danube connection with the Morava Basin, which is linked with the Vardar and the further with the Aegean Sea and the Mediterranean, is a unique system of valley lowland zone in Europe. By linking of them, a great waterway could be created on the world connected to the North, South, and the Central Europe, thanks to the Pan-European Corridor 7, the Danube, and the existing waterway Rhine-Main-Danube Canal. Broader context, the aspiration to connect to East and the West, China and Europe. Data dates back to the old days before the Christ. Over time, with occasional contact to Eastern and Western civilization, led to development of the ancient Silk Road, about 6,005 kilometers long, used for good transportation, religion expansion, interchange of the cultural achievement, and the created knowledge. The decline of the importance of mainland Silk Road began with the rise of the China's oversized trade. Traveling by the sea proved to be cheaper, safer, and faster. Therefore, the digging of the Suez Canal was of fundamental importance for connecting China, India, the Middle East, and East Europe. The important maritime route proposed Danube-Morava-Vardar Axios against sea water could be a modern alternative to the ancient Silk Road. It would link the North Europe with the Mediterranean Sea through the center of the Balkan Peninsula, being an important strategic project not only for Serbia, but for all the countries of the North, Western, Central Europe, and the Middle Far East region. And before I send to you, thank you for your attention. I pleased to play a small movie, 3.5 minutes about this project. Thank you.